Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal. As long as you are on a sim, we're not responsible for your trade. Okay, we just started here. We have a sell signal on the CL. It's not gonna go. Guys, be careful. There is a heavy support. Be careful with the sell signal. For the ones that just join us, we just have a signal and the auto trader just took that trade. I'm not sure it's gonna go that far. 3195 entry target, 3185 the target. So this is your entry and this is your target. Well, it did. Anyway, well, we're still waiting on the NASDAQ and the rest of the future market to start pointing short. I'm not sure this one is going to go. So we make it a little bit more secure here. Okay, so on the left upper, a new signal on the DAX, sell 12.58.4. Target 125.25.5. So the market really start turning around, and I'm not happy with the short. The reason I'm not happy with that short because we have a major support area here. Once we break the last support area 31.91.50, then we are going to hit the target immediately. So this is also, we had a sell on the YM, and on the YM is gonna go straight. We have a support at 271.25 and then the target 270, but it all depends on the ES able to break this last right here, right now. If he is able to close the bar below that, then we are okay on that one. It just arm the YM. I apologize. Just 1 second, please. And on the left upper signal here, we have ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, DAX, Gold, 30-year Treasury bond, CL. Some of you don't have the DAX. Doesn't matter. If you don't have the DAX, then you trade the others. If you don't have the data for your DAX, I know I pay for to get the DAX, so maybe not too many people have the DAX. The total right now on the entry is 380 ticks based on one contract on the market analyzer, and the scalpers start really hitting the Russell, and what we are going to do, break even immediately with it. I'm not really happy with that short, as you know, or you noticed. I'm not really happy with that short. This one here broke even, so we're gonna leave it alone. The ES on the scalper took a little bit an early entry, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break even plus 1 or 2 ticks to cover up the commission, and I like to leave it alone. The minute you break even, you see, this is what I was talking about. I was not too happy about the turnaround immediately because of this thick line here, the support area. The ES fell to break this area, and that's why I immediately broke even because it is a bit critical area to just let it be. So one of the tricks you can do is when you see critical area like this is break even immediately. At least you are on a free trade. So if the market, like now, the ES on the scalper, it didn't cost me anything. It covered the broker, and I prefer when there is a high risk in a trade not to stay too long on it, to break even immediately. If the market decide to go down, I'm all for it. If the market turn around on me, I have nothing to lose on it. So immediately break even. It is a very healthy trade, and then you deal with it once the market start trending. One thing about trading, this is not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in our lifetime that you can sit down auto trading day and night and only mowing money. You cannot do that. In the trading, there is losing trades, winning trades. You start sometimes down, and then at the later on, after an hour or 2 hours, you start recovering some of your losses, or you start immediately with the plus, and you need to protect it and stop. But there is no such a thing, which this is where most of you can spot a trader from non-trader, just a hobby trader, a trader where he's expecting to come in to Ninja Trader platform and start getting a big paper bag and thinking it's gonna go ahead and pack it with dollars. This is not gonna happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow. Trading is winning and losing. Trading is not just winning. And here is the sad part you hear about it. When you tell somebody that is winning and losing, then they say, what's wrong with your system? They still in the deniable that trading is not just winning. There is losing and winning daily, constantly, every hour, every minute. And you have to be cautious how you are trading. When I saw that signal on the ES, I knew immediately when the signal fired, this is a trouble signal. Immediately break even, and I knew if the market is going to turn around, I'm at least covered. The difference between one guy immediately find a problem in the market and try to bail out of it as soon as possible, and another guy just looking at it from the kitchen window, looking at the sky, waiting for the dollar to fall from the sky. You cannot just do that. You need to sit down when you see there is a problem in the market. You immediately bail out of it and stay out of trouble. So this is when you start respecting the market and you understand when there is trouble in the market, you need to bail out. Whether you are auto trading, banana trading, manual trading, I don't care what kind of type of a trading. In any kind of trading, whether you are auto trading, banana trading, manual trading, any kind of type of a trading, there is winning and losing, So you cannot just say, I only want to take the winning trades. You cannot just do that. Then you are in the wrong business, It is exactly like when you go to Las Vegas. You put a quarter in the slot machine, it might make it, it might not. But the smartest way in the trading is when you catch a signal, you make your money, you stop trading, and you turn your Ninja Trader platform to sim account. You don't stay live day and night mowing money left and right with a shovel. It does not exist in the trading industry. And all those commercials about turning around 5,000 to 50,000 a month, I guarantee you it does not exist. I'm not trying to pick on anyone. The good traders, they know what they are doing. Bad traders don't know what they're doing. They can spot the market, a good trader, and that does not come from the system. I can give you Ferrari and you can crash it if you don't know how to drive. It's not just the system has to do everything. Also, the trader has to evaluate the market direction. So this is not a honeymoon picnic when you are trading automated or manual trading. It is, you need to be alert what's going on in the market, what is moving, what is not moving, what is the problem. Like on the ES, we have a problem, is a very loud and clear. Let me show you guys. We're not inventing here or creating anything unusual. The market speaks to you. The market tell you, hey, snap out of it. Look, we have a problem here. If we look at the ES, whether you are auto trading, manual trading, banana trading, whatever type of a trading, does not gonna change the fact that the ES have a problem at 31.9150. Whether you are using an ATR auto trade or a MACD auto trade or any type of an auto trade, is still the same problem exists. So it's not the auto trade has to break the fib, and which really freaks me out by the amateur trader. Oh, this auto trade didn't go through with that trade. Why? And they blame the auto trade. Why the auto trade did not go through with that trade? Why? I don't know. Yeah, because the ES is stuck on 31.9150 support, and that is not going to change the effect whether you are auto trading or manual trading. It's not going to change anything. If you are auto trading, your ES has to go through all the fib lines because you are auto trading, and that it is a disaster trader in my hand, and you have to try to simplify for him that there is a 31.9150 ES support area. No matter what you're doing, it's not going to change the fact. And this is a really sad story here. So the trick here now, if we look at this ES movement, if this ES break the 31.9125 or 9150, and start closing below that number, whether you are auto trading, manual trading, banana trading, is gonna go through. And if this ES is not gonna go below and close below that number, does not matter how many years experience you have. I don't care what kind of system. I don't care how much money you have. It's not gonna change the fact that the ES having a problem at 91.50. And this is a disaster to amateur trader trying to get him or go through his head. That is not your auto trade, it is the fib line preventing your auto trade to go through. And this is a nightmare. When you're talking to an educated trader, within a second you don't have to talk to him because it's understood language. The problem is not him, the professional trader. He knows. The problem is with this amateur trader come into this business, seeing so many commercials that he can turn 5,000 to 50,000 in 2 days or 10 days or 30 days. And then he's expecting to go ahead and use mechanical automated trade and living happily after. How naive that man is. How simple that man is. Or how he is taking. Guys, again, this is not a marketing video. This is a reality. This is an educational place. I'm not collecting money. I'm not collecting email. I don't know how long I can keep going with a free education, but it is about time for somebody come out and put it to the trader as is. I don't care if you like me, you don't like me. We don't have to live together. But the reality, we need to wake up those traders. Is really making me sad. To wake up this trader to reality, trading is not honeymoon. Trading is learning. Trading is knowing the market. Whether you believe it in me, whether you don't, whether you brush me off what I'm saying, at the end of the day, today or in 3 months or in 6 months or in 1 year, you're going back to the same video, you're going to remember what I have said. Trading is not a picnic. If you're not willing to learn, you're not going to go through. If you are a truck driver, you're trying to change your career, it does not come on a fairyland. It's not. It has to work. If you are a postman, you want to change your job, you have to earn the career in the trading. Trading is a career. It's not a honeymoon. You know, it is the opposite of when you get married. You go to honeymoon, you enjoy it, and then you start dealing with diapers when you have children. Here, you go directly to the diapers dealing problems, and then once you start learning, then you start honeymooning. So the trading is the opposite of your marriage. The trading, it is you deal with diaper from day one until you start learning, and then you start honeymooning. You know, it's like you're turning the jar upside down. So it is so sad when you see a grown man thinking it is just a dreamland trading. You know, sometimes it is so hard when you try to talk to grown man, and then the second day you find out he's on a different land. You know, so trading guys, try to learn. Please try to learn. No, don't waste your time. There is no one is gonna look after your money beside you. No one. You cannot give your money to anyone trade it for you. You cannot put it anywhere to invest it for you. The only time you can start earning money when you start learning and protecting your money when you are trading. This is God honest truth, whether you want to believe it or not. This is this way, the way I'm talking to you. This is way far from a sale pitch. So, guys, I strongly advise for the guys don't want to learn, close your Ninja Trader and trying to find different business because you're not going to make it. I'm telling you from now, we've been dealing with the public for 11 years and we have seen the last 11 years, you can see a guy can ruin everything for me. And the reason is because this guy is refusing to observe what's going on, and he still wanted that auto trade to break that line. And this is, he says, it's not my problem, it's the auto trade problem. It is your problem if the ES not to break in 31, 91, 50 is your problem. Well, doesn't matter what if you are trading or auto trading, you know, or your manual trading. It is your problem. It's not the auto trade problem. It's your problem to understand what's going on in the market, because this is, we're talking about your money. This is not a honeymoon trip when you are trying to trade, you know. So you will burn your fingers many times before you become a trader. It's gonna take a lot of time, you know. And so, you know, this is my advice to you, but you can take it or leave it. We all grown people here, and I cannot, you know, do more than what I'm trying to do right now and put everyone to reality. Let's go on to see what's going on with the NASDAQ. Things are not looking very, because of very important FOMC, and today and tomorrow is not going to be a pretty picture in the market until the FOMC is behind us. We are a little bit stuck on the NASDAQ, and there is not trade on NASDAQ actually. I hate to say that, but there is no trade on the NASDAQ at the moment. And we will be watching the Nasdaq, but at the moment this Nasdaq is not tradable. At the moment, we can see from the market analyzer, this is one of the things you can see immediately in the market analyzer. We are going in the circle for the last 10-15 minutes on the 300 ticks profit. We're not increasing and we're not decreasing. We're just going in the circle with 300 ticks into the profit. The ES were plus minus. The Nasdaq had a beautiful run earlier this morning. You know, this is really funny because now the Nasdaq seems like it's working 2 hours before the markets open, and then it followed the ES after 9:30. So this can go for couple 3 days, and then the whole thing could change again. You cannot say the Nasdaq is running from 6 to 8 or from 8 to 9, and then I'm gonna be auto trading from 6 to could be for the next 3 days it's gonna do the same, but then next week it might change rhythm on the Nasdaq. So you cannot just things is black and white. You still have to look at the chart, evaluate what's going on in the market. And as we see right now, we are 10 minutes in this webinar now, I think. Let me see. We are 19 minutes into this webinar, and we're still going in the circle. Now we start to really going below the 300 average on the swing market analyzer, and it is really not a great number on the scalper. There is only 47 ticks. So this is a really, really mixed market. One of the tricks you can see, which we have covered that before, as you see on the market analyzer, the ES is short, Nasdaq is long, YM is in short. That means this market is not in sequence. And then there we go. We have the 30-year Treasury bond is in sequence with the ES. And as we see right now, the market on the scalper gives you an early prediction, guys, whether it's short or long. And you can see now the CL, the gold, start giving you an early prediction entry. So this is a really good to see what's going on the CL and the gold. We just have an entry on the CL and the gold. So this is a really good. And even if you are swing trading, you can see immediately that break even on a day like this immediately. Don't stay on a trade for a very long time. And the gold, where is the gold? Gold. The gold is struggling on the new signal. We are down one tick on the new signal. The DAX turning around to the long side. Where on the swing trading we have a short trade, but look, it didn't make it either because the DAX follow the ES. So right now we have the DAX entry, and now it is 8 ticks plus on the scalper, and it seems like you can see it from the scalper immediately when the market start turning around and start giving you an early prediction. Even if you are a swing trading, and when you see the scalper start giving a new signal to the opposite direction, let's say if you are a swing trading short, you don't know when you want to close your trade, you want to take over the trade, you don't know where to close the trade. When you see the scalpers start firing signal the opposite direction, the scalpers are based on 15 seconds. So this is a very early prediction for that market is gonna start turning around. So you can always use the scalper in conjunction with your 1 minute swing trading, and then you can find them, or you try to get them on the same direction, both of them, and you can really monitor the market very well. So this is a really important, guys, to respect the market, and it's not honeymoon in here, it's trading. It is a career. It is a job, a new job. You need to learn. It's not just a honeymoon in here. So there we go. We have on this. And here is the trick with the scalper. The scalper changed to swing trading if the market is trending. And if you can catch one signal from 8 to 11, you're done. You should not be sitting and poking the market all day long trying to get in trouble. You cannot do that. Sitting on the computer all day long trying to trade, you're going to end up in red. I don't care how good you are. Because for me, the first 2-3 hours, I'm fresh. But then in the afternoon, like an old engine, smoke start coming out of my ear and my nose. I'm no longer functional like on the first 2 hours of trading. So you cannot keep sitting and trading and banging on the market and looking for trouble. I will not call it making money. I will say you're looking for trouble, to get yourself in trouble. You simply will not, and not able to trade from 8 to 4. You cannot do that. No one can do that. You cannot sit on a gambling table, on a blackjack table from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock and banging on the money all day long. I don't care who you are, where you come from, and how smart you are. You will never be able to do that. So once you see winning hands, leave. Once you see winning hands in your hands, close everything and get something done with your life. Guys, this is talk about after 28 years. After 28 solid years, I'm telling you that. So you cannot do any better than I can. Trust me on that. I can spot the market movement with my eyes closed. You give me an empty chart and I can survive. You cannot challenge me on that. Take my word seriously. You cannot sit down all day long and trade and make money. Once you have money in your hand, leave. Do something with your life. So this is an advice as a brother. Take it or leave it. So, sometimes, we see some of our customers, they sit from 8 to the market close, even after the market close. I don't see any sense in it. It does not make any sense. Because from 8 to 11, if this market moving, you should be making your money. And from 8 to 11, you couldn't make your money. You're just playing with fire, and you're trying to revive something that does not exist. I don't care what happened in the afternoon, but if from 8 to 11 you couldn't make your money, leave. Why you need to sit down in front of a computer? I wish I have this privilege after 3 hours straight, just close my computer and do something else with my life. I wish I have this privilege. It would happen to be, we have to be 16 hours behind the computers every day. So we have to, but you don't have to, So right now, we have the YM on the scalper. We have this one here. Increase the target a little bit, hoping that this market is going to make it. This one here is not very far. Break even immediately. ES, I don't trust the ES today. I think it's eating banana today, this ES. What I will do on that trade on the ES, I will go ahead and break even, and secure it. Either it's going to fly or it's going to go back and knock me out. I'm happy either direction. And this one here is about to hit the target. And there we go. We're going to increase it. And once those trades are done, you are done for today. Go home. With all the respect. 700, 400, 100, 175, 200. You're done. You close everything. You go home. That's it. So for a guy say, I made money in the morning and then I lost, and that's his problem. Is whining baby. I can see in front of me here there is over $1,000 on those trades. That does not hurt you to close everything, close your computer, and get something to do with your life. Stand nagging me, go nag your members, somewhere. So this is going, and what I like about it now, I can manage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charts, and I don't have to think about the entry. I don't have to think about the target. All what I have to think is about breaking even. Once I break even on a chart, my job is done. If I feel like when I get greedy, I can increase the target manually, and hopefully I will able to keep my eye on it and see if I decide when to take an early position out or not. Very simple, very easy to control, very easy to manage, and this is what it is. And the most important is discipline. Once you see something in your hand, leave it. As an example here, on the YM, we can walk away with $400, $500. I'm going to close this one here. On this one here, the Russell, I'm going to go ahead and step to the Fib 1. The Fib 1 is a minor, and I'm done with the Russell. I secure some of the profit, and I give room to this market to go back and forth. I'm done with this. My job, managing, and I'm done with the YM and Russell. This one here is the gold is breaking even, plus couple ticks. It's not going to hurt. This one is done, out of the way, and then we go ahead and the CL, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take the second one, secure more of the profit. And here's the things, the beauty about that system. Even if you move your trailing stop 2 to the trailing stop 1, which is a minor fib, if this fib, the major fib, move to your trailing stop, it's going to start lifting the trailing stop automatically for you. It's not going to stay there. But the secret is to protect your profit, you know, and keep going. Protect your profit in 200 here, 300 on the other chart, 150 on another chart, one losing trade on an ES, very fine. You can build out of it at the end of the day. But you do not sit all day long on the computer from 8 to 8 and hopefully it's going to be all fine for you for 16 hours trading. It's not going to exist, guys. I don't care what kind of commercial you have seen. I don't care what everybody's saying. You do not trade the futures 8 hours a day. I care less what everybody said, and I challenge anyone can sit 8 hours a day on a future trading and make money. And everyone can claim that he is from a different planet because it does not exist here. 28 years, nobody can fool me with my brain and telling me you can sit down and make money 8 hours non-stop on the future, whether you are auto trading, banana trading, manual trading, whatever you want to call it. You cannot sit down and mowing money out of the market for 8 hours. I tell you what, after 8 hours, probably there is nothing left in your account to trade the second day. And that it is the biggest mistake when an amateur trader come in. He have 5,000, he want to bang on the whole market with the DAX and the CL, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, you name it. He want to go ahead and bang on all the market because he have $5,000 in his hand. Guess what? Within 2 months, he's out of it. Some of them within 1 week, they are out of it. You know, so, and here is the problem. He don't say, I didn't have the training. He don't say, I did not look at the market. You'll never hear him saying that. He will say, the platform, the auto trade, the system, but for him, he was very nice and very okay, and then it was not his mistake. So that we have heard it for the last 11 years. You know, when you tell a guy, you know, you're not ready to go live, you are way far from going live, and he goes live, then I lose interest supporting that guy because you advise him and he don't listen and he burns his finger, and now you need to sit down and wound him. You know, I mean, you know, you gotta sit down and babysit him, and you know, we cannot do that for a grown man, you know. So they are closed, very closed. We still have one in our hand. And as we see now, we are in this webinar for 32 minutes. We started around 300 ticks, and we are still on the 300 ticks average, plus minus 10, 20 ticks. So if we look on the top of the market analyzer, it's around the 300. We started at 10 o'clock around 300, and we're still on the 300. We have not done anything but just generating trades for nothing, you know. And here is the problem. When you are generating trades, every time you take a trade, the more you take a trade, the more your account is at risk. I don't care what everybody can say, but this is reality. In the future trading, the more you trade, the more risk you're putting and the more pressure you are putting on your account. Very simple, guys. Take it from the end after 28 years. Or you can try it by yourself for the next 28 years. So we are going in the circle around the 300 ticks, and the scalpers, they are on an average 100 ticks at the moment. So this is all what we have. We have left, we have left the NASDAQ and the CL. The NASDAQ also is not really a great deal of money on it. We still have one trade on the NASDAQ, and we can break even on the NASDAQ a little bit more. And there we go. And whether it's make it or break it, I have no idea if it's going to make it or break it. But this is it. That's all what we can do. Break even plus a few ticks, protecting some of the profit. If you like what you see, you can take the needle a little bit, you know, one more bar or two more bars, and give a little room for the market to move back and forth so it can hit the target. Guys, this is the only thing you can do in this future trades. That's all what you can do. We can provide. We have a big pile on auto trades. It's not, but this is all what you can do in the future trading. You cannot just expect a green all the time. It does not exist. So as we see, this is a lot of pressure on the auto trades today. With the scalpers, you can always, no matter how much pressure you have in the market or how the market is flat, you can always pick up a few ticks on the scalper and you are done for today. So this is the only trade. Russell is going back the opposite direction, immediately break even. Now it is a free trade. This one is a free trade. The CL is still having a problem with the CL. It just took the trade on the CL. So I don't want to give it too much. I'm going to break it down a bit. Let's look at the CL to evaluate what's going on with the CL. Okay, there we go. Here's a clean picture on the CL, what's going on. And I'm scalping here, but I can see the big picture here. The CL is coming down to the 37.83 plus projection 31.81. It's not going to make it, folks. So I can see where it is going to 31.83. 31.83. So there is just a couple ticks below that trade. Break even. So now I'm investing in that trade. $5 commission, $6 commission. That's it. You know, that's all what it's costing me. Look at the scalper on the CL and the 1 minute. Look what did I tell you, and look what is going to happen here. Look, where is this wig on the CL? This one here is over. And this one here is over. And the market dying on us. There is no more trade. Immediately, I spotted from the support area at 37.83 plus projection at 37.82. No go. I don't care what you are doing. No go for the CL below those numbers. It's finished. Done. Go home. No use to sit down and be miserable trying to pick up hair out of a bald-headed man. There is no hair in here. So when the market does not produce ticks, kids, when the market does not provide ticks, you're not going to make money. You know, you cannot just borrow ticks from your neighbors. So when the market is not providing any ticks, you're not going to be making money. I don't care what type of a trading you are trading. If we look at the ES, on the ES, it is going on a one straight line from 1023 all the way to now is 1037. And as we see, it is one straight line. There is no ticks to be made. Here is the disaster trader. When a guy come in trying to auto trade here, he does not say the market is flat. This is a nightmare customers. Those are the nightmare customers. Why? He does not say the market is flat. He said the auto trade didn't make money. Why didn't make money? I don't know. You know, look at the chart. Where you want that market or that auto trade to make money from 1022 to 1038. I don't know. But I'm auto trading. Yeah, you are auto trading, but have you looked at the bars? No, that's why I'm auto trading. I don't have to look at the bars. Yeah. But try again and look at the bars. See if there is ticks to be made. Yeah, but I'm auto trading. Yeah. And try to physically open a chart for him. And he still don't get it. You know. And this is a nightmare. You know. So As we see here on the ES, there is no ticks to made whether you are banana trading or auto trading or a manual trading. And that is the end of the line. I cannot do magic for you on the ES and make the ES run for you. So welcome to trading, guys. This is reality, and no matter what system you are using, it's not gonna make money because the ES is not moving. I don't want to sit down and brag about my system. I don't want to put down any other system. No, that's not the school we came from. But no system is gonna make money when the market is not moving. You do not decide on the ES when to make money. The ES will decide and allow you when to make money. The ES is not a door open or a buffet table or what you can eat for $9.95 anytime you like. No, it's not. The ES is going to give you open windows once in a while for you to jump and get your money and get out. This is not a buffet table, all the ticks you can eat because you have a couple $1,000 auto trade. There's not a buffet table ticks. So this is reality, guys. I'm going to take a 5 minutes. There is nothing here to trade. As we see here on the scalpers, all the positions are closed, and I'm so glad. And they are already made money. I cannot do voodoo and make more money or do anything anymore. All of them are close position, and a few minutes ago, those scalpers nailed over $1,000. And for a smart trader, very slowly go to your monitor to the left lower corner, turn off your computer, and run as fast as you can. This is what the brilliant trader will do, not the one is sitting until 4 o'clock in the evening. Guys, 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, for the guys who are following the signals, you got to mark on your chart 3206.50. Again, if we look, it doesn't matter if you make 100 or $10 or $1. This is not our purpose here. This is not a trading room. This is an educational room. You know, or you can go and pay for somebody to be in his trading room. This is a really critical point here. When you are trading, you need to be armed and your hand on the mouth to close position if this market starts falling, and then you can close position or you can drag your stop loss above, because this is a difficult area for the NASDAQ to break that area here. Look at this. From a guy who have a $300 on his table, on his plate right now here. There is $300 on the plate. This is an option for the trader. Either you cash in, or if you are greedy, we all greedy, nothing wrong with that. You're gonna aim for 1,000. Fine, I respect your target. If you're happy with the 300, take it. If you're not happy with the 300, you have two options. You wait for collecting 1,000, or you're gonna walk away with nothing. It's just a surprise banana. Because this one here, there is a possibility for this market to drop back to the re-entry point again. So this is a call for the trader. It's not a call for the auto trade to decide for you. If you it's telling you the chart, hey, I'm having a problem here. What you want to do? You want to cash in, or you want to go and try to climb to the 1,000? Okay, or descend into nothing. You know, so this is an option to the trader. Always you have to keep your eye on the chart, even if there is an auto trade. I don't have time. You don't have time. Leave that business alone. You don't have time to look at your chart. You don't have time to invest your money. You don't have time to look at your money. Look somewhere else. Go to Las Vegas. At least you get free drinks with it. Here you go, cut and dry, clean. There is nothing in it. Go to Las Vegas. Put your money. You either come back rich or you come back a broke home. You know, at least you get free drinks. Here there is no free. There is nothing in here. You just cut and dry. You know. It's a bit boring, you know. So this is where the trader has to make a decision. Now, if we are trading some other instrument, if we want it, I don't care if it's 900. I don't care if it's 100. This is not what we are here for. This is not a trading room. And this is not a place to brag about anything. It is a place where we need to learn the reality of trading. On this one here, we have 900. The target, this is another example, 27 is all the way up. Doesn't matter what the number is. On the way up, we have a problem at 27396. That's all what I can tell you. Whether you are on a micro account and now you are on $100 profit or on $1,000 profit, it doesn't matter. Or 1,000 pesos, I don't care. My problem is right now is at the projection at 27398. This is how you want to do it as a trader, straightforward. You know, you either take it or leave it. One of the things you can do when you are trading NASDAQ or YM, you keep your eye on the ES. If the ES go into a hard line, now the next step on the ES is 321075. This is going to make a decision on the YM to either make it or break it. As we see on the YM, what happened on the YM stopped exactly what I have told you. So, on this YM, is sitting, waiting on 007, Mr. ES here, to see what is going to happen on it. If the ES going to break this projection, the YM is going to fly with it. If the 007 ES here, Mr. James Bond, is not going to break it, this one here is going to go ahead and dive in to the 27360. So it always be an option for the trader to evaluate what's going on in the market and take a position. As you see right now, we have fired reversal, we have 3 reversal fired right on top of the bars. Our reversal, 90% people selling reversals is based on a repaint. In other words, they go from one bar to another until it hits right. Our reversals stay where they are. They do not repaint and they do not jump from one bar to another bar. When an indicator jump, it's a disaster because it's given false signal to the trader. But when the reversal signal fire and it stays in there, telling you, hey buddy, there is a fatigue in the trend. There is a problem in the trend. So this is like a yellow light is telling you to be careful and keep your eye close to it. So as we see right now, when that it was a weakness on the ES, immediately you can see, because the ES provide the oxygen for NASDAQ and Dow Jones. Even NASDAQ goes by itself, but when the ES breaks some critical area, the NASDAQ follow. And when the ES has to break a critical area, NASDAQ stops until confirmation comes from the ES. Even if you are trading the DAX, you have a few milliseconds ahead of the DAX by looking at the ES and see where is this market going. So as we see right now, we jump from 300 ticks to 750 ticks into the profit. And on the scalper, we jumped from 100 tick to 666 ticks. Do you think you're going to get more than that in the afternoon? Do you think you're going to make more than that after 1 hour? Do you think you're going to be making more than that after 15 minutes? I doubt it. So this is where you need to sit down every morning, hunting ticks. And then once you get your ticks, you leave the table, the gambling table. So as we see when the ES, now the ES, there is a lot of projections in this area. As you see the ES cross the first line and now is coming to the double projection and is struggling in here. As you see the YM is doing the same thing. The NASDAQ, it is sitting on a standby. This is the CL. Let's look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is coming right to the target and is sitting in standby. All of them, they are connected to each other, and all of them keeping their eye on the technical area on the ES. There is nothing fundamental here. As a trader, you cannot be fundamental and technical. You either this or that, And 90% of ninja traders don't have enough money to keep position overnights. Most of them, 96%, 95%, they don't even cross the 5,000, 10,000. And very few have over 100,000 to keep positions overnights, over 65,000. So we are borrowing this. We have no inventory. We are borrowing the ES from the same guy is moving the market. Think about it, and they know you. They know your fib lines. They know the biggest guy on the net, the toughest guy on the net. He is 20, 25 ticks a stop loss, and then he melts like an ice cream. So it's very known well. Everybody's movement in the market. 90% they are using indicators, ATRs, MACDs, whatever whatnots is out there. So it's very known well. It's the same basic, and then the trader get lost between commercial, dreamland, and trading and auto trading, and he's a total disaster, getting lost. So this is. No matter what you do, if you don't do that, what we are looking at right now, you're not going to be a trader. You're just wasting your time and mine and everybody's miserable time. You have to look at the market. I don't care what system you are driving, whether it's ours or somebody else, with all the respect, but you cannot trade with your eyes closed. Never will happen. Not in your lifetime. No, it's not going to happen. So As we see here, the ES is coming to this double projection and starts sinking. Very simple. We can see the react immediately, and if we magnify everything happening, the market is very simple, very readable. It's like you are reading a book or a newspaper. There is no surprising elements in the market. Very rare you get surprised. Not unless if there is some news you were not aware or breaking news, and that is surprising to every trader. But if we really look at the market telling you exactly what you are supposed to. And there we go. I want to simplify that. As we see here, the reversal, double projection on the ES, thus making it hard on the ES to move forward with his trend, and the reaction coming immediately on the Nasdaq and the YM, and they start sinking little at a time. And for the guy cannot see that, it's too late to recover his profit. So this is where it's gonna make different between a trader and a trader. The guy can spot things. The guy can put 3 charts, 1, 2, 3, and measure the market and keep his eye on the 30-year treasury bond. The 30-year treasury bond goes the opposite direction of the ES, and it gives you very good prediction. And if I was single out by myself, I will also put the 30-year treasury bond chart to give me more details on the ES, what's going on, because the ES is giving oxygen to the other instruments like the YM and the Nasdaq. And the 30-year treasury bond, there is not much volatility, and we have a few professional traders, they only trade 30-year treasury bond. Why? Because it is stable. It's expensive, yes, and it's stable with his movement, but it is very expensive to trade, yes. So what I'm saying is, for the most common question, how much do I have to have? I don't care how much you have. You can lose $50,000 in one day, but you will never be able to make $50,000 in one day. So for any trader new, whether you are using our system or somebody else's system, does not matter. You do not go live on a thanks God we have a micro account now. It's been around for a few months. And the micro account, this is where you need to start, whether you have $2,000, $50,000, $200,000, is irrelevant. Money is irrelevant in the business here. What it does really matter is if this guy is spaced out when he's looking at the chart and he just looking at the number, 1,000, 1,000. Okay, today this auto trade did well. No, not the auto trade did well. The market did well. So the guy is looking at numbers. He's going to stay looking at numbers. But the guy is looking at the bar's movement. There is a future in his trading career. I don't care if today make 1,000, tomorrow probably you're going to be the other way around. But we want to know why is 1,000 and why is 300, why is 200. It's not just money. It's about how to make the money and how to protect the money you earn about the trading. So as we see right now, this is a very nice clean picture, and I love it today. And as we see, the market is not surprising me. It's sinking, and I'm not surprised because I know what's going on. And the market fired the reversal for me, fired the 3 reversal. It was a double projection on the ES, and it's telling me, hey, buddy, snap out of it. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, very simple. And then what happened? The YM starts sinking with it. So there is no surprising in here, the market, because we are a few steps ahead of time, knowing where is the problem in the market and where we're going to build out of the problem in the market. And do you think after this one here closed, those trades, do you think there is anything left in the market for today? Normally, guys, the market spikes one time. I don't know what time. Could be at 9:25. Could be at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Could be 5 minutes before closing time. I don't care. The market spikes once a day, normally, and you either catch it or you don't, you know. But there is nothing left once this market spikes once. And the more now we are going towards the summer, the harder it's going to be trading because it's going to be lower volume in July and August. Maybe this year is going to be a bit different because everybody home. But normally, on a normal days, July and August are disaster traders. And there is a lot of people lose money in the July, August. Why? Because the performance drops on any kind of system because there is no volume. You cannot pick up an auto trade making $50,000, let's say, in 1 month, and expecting the same auto trade to make $50,000 in July or August. You'll be lucky if you make 25, 10, 15. Maybe you walk away with nothing. It depends on the volume and the market movement and what's going on worldwide. So, as we see right now, this market here came into the end of it. And no matter what we do, it's not going to change the fact that this is the spike for today and it's over. Now it is, I don't know what time is it right now. It is 11 o'clock. And as we see right now at 11 o'clock, the party is over. You can take your profit, leave the table, or you can sit down and wait. Maybe it's going to spike a little bit more, but this is it. And those guys, they're going to stay after that. They're going to just be miserable, sitting and doing nothing and losing money. So, I wish I have this luxury. You come in the morning, 2 hours, you're done and leave. 3 hours, and then leave it alone. Do something else. Okay, now what we see here, the ES has confirmed the support area 320825, and we have this double projection. If those guys decide to move it a little bit up, we're going to be closing at 32.1575, and there is nothing left for today to trade. I guarantee you that much. So we are waiting on that number to hit the target, and there is not much going on, I think, after that. So we'll see. So that's all what we have for today, guys. I'm going to leave it running. To see if this ES gonna hit the 32.1575. As we see from the market analyzer, we still around 773 ticks into the profit. On the scalper, we have 241 ticks into the profit. And you can see when the ES start going up, the YM start going up with it. So, and the Nasdaq is not gonna go any further than that until we see the critical. Once the ES hit the target, let me see, where is the target? We already crossed the target on the Nasdaq. As we see the Nasdaq, we had the entry at 98.4525, and the target was 99.54, and here is the 99.54. So target hit is done, is finished on the Nasdaq. And now we have this projection at 32.15. Once we break that one, we hit the target and it is done. When the market to drop, it is going to go to the support area on the double projection support at 32.1075. The gold goes the opposite direction. I don't have the gold on the swing trading. I only have the gold on the scalping. As we see, I missed by 1 tick. You see that? I missed by 1 tick. The system estimated 17.23.6, and I missed it. So we're going to take it a little bit down. And this is the support area. on the ES 1075. So now what happened on the ES, getting stuck between support area at 32.1075, projection at 32.1525. Simple as that. Either they're gonna break that area and hit the target, which the target is right at this projection, or we're gonna go back and retesting the 32.0850. So if we measure tick by tick with the ES, look at this. The ES wick is right in line on the wick. Look at this. On the double support projection to the tick. No joke here, to the tick. And now we are a game between cats and dogs, between support at 32.1075 and a projection at 32.1575. And this is your call, guys. You either can break in, cash in, or if you wanted to take it a little bit more or be patient more, because the next test level is going to be 32.0825. And we can see the YM is doing the same what is the ES is doing. It's doing the same, guys. You can see this is the second line. You can see the wig on the ES where it's laying right at the bar, at the line of the support area. Now, if this ES gonna try to climb to the 32.1550, that means it's really done for today, and now it is 11.7. There is nothing left. And if the market drop below that line, the support area 32.1050, the next test is going to be 32.0850. So when you have a cash in your hand on the table here, it is a trader decision to either cash in or stay in. He's the guy decide how much he's taking off the table, not the auto trade. The auto trade is gonna stay consist on the target, the auto trade. As you see here, this is the scalper is the same thing. The target estimated 17.23.4, and the auto trade, this is where he want to cash in. But then what happened on the gold came in one tick below, above, and didn't cash in. So the auto trade is consistent on the target. But also God gave us a brain if we want to cash in before it happened. So as we see here, I was busy with the ES and teaching. I cannot keep monitoring everything. But as you see here, we missed by one tick. And the auto trade is insisting on closing the position at 32.1575. He don't care if there is a support resistance on the way. He's insisting on that target. But for you, you can say, okay, we have 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bars. If this line gonna hold or not? Should we go to the next level? Should we take a risk? Should we cash in? This is a decision you have to make. And so this is it, guys. There is nothing we can do. On the CL trade, it's the same story. The system estimated, look, we missed by one tick. And this is going to happen. If I have my eye keep on it, maybe I want to take it a little bit higher than what the system estimated. And then what I will do, I will take the trailing stop right below the support area. That's all what I have to do. And either I'll walk away with a little money or I'll walk away with big money. As simple as that, And now you can see the system hit as expected on the CL. But if you want to get greedy, yes, you can get greedy. Yes, you can do that. You're allowed to get greedy. That's why we love to be in the market, to get greedy once in a while. And as we see here, the auto trade delivered to the target. And now look, this market going back to the support area. And I just took this one here a little bit more. So let's see what will happen. It's going back on the CL to the 38.12. And I'm hiding my trailing stop one tick below that. So let's see. Done. Thank you. It's finished. I did my job with that. Okay, and now we have this gold. And look at the clock, it's 11:11. And nothing gonna happen. I'm gonna go put it back where it's belonged to. 32.16. And I'm gonna leave the YM at 27. Sure, Lorenzo, once I'm done, I'll send you the template. But I cannot do it right now. And always, guys, keep your eye before lunchtime, because once you hit the target, there is nothing after that. So it's finished. We forgot to cover some of the other auto trades we have today. That's okay. This is the other type of an auto trade. I'm not completely done with setting up everything because of the update we had on Monday. But I will finish it today if I have a chance. Because after we did the update, I need to modify some of those templates. Okay, as we see now from 11:04, now 11:13, it stayed on the same line. And this is your re-entry point, as you see on the chart, 32.0750. This is a re-entry point. Most of the traders, they start taking a short trade. There is no short trade. While everybody taking a short, you should be getting ready to go as a re-entry point long. There is no short in here. But as you see, guys, we did everything what we expected. And once we flash the light what's going on in the market, you can see how easy is the market to look at and to see where is the problem in the market. So it doesn't matter if today your ES made 1,000 or 100. What really most important to understand when you have a situation you need to bail out, when you need to dive in, and when you need to stay out, when you need to get in. You know, it's not just turning on an auto trade. It's not going to change the fact how the market moves. It's not going to change it. Folks, that's all what we have for today. Thank you very much. We are extremely busy today. And we will see you on Thursday at 10 o'clock on the same channel. God bless you all. And